This week's edition of Going Green, Saving Green, we're talking about Plant Scherer and upgrades they've made to be more environmentally friendly. Here to fill us in is Georgia Power Representative Jeff Wilson. Good morning, Jeff. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Tell us, first of all, a little bit about the functions of Plant Scherer. We've all seen it, all of us in Middle Georgia driving around. We see the smoke going up into the air. What goes on at Plant Scherer?
Well, actually, Plant Scherer is Georgia Power's largest generating plant up in Monroe County. In fact, it's one of the largest generating plants in the country. So we generate enough electricity out of that plant to serve about 2.5 million homes.
Wow.
So
there's a picture of it right there that was up on screen. It's just kind of an up-close view. You don't get to see that too often.
So that just shows you how important it is for our company and to meet demand.
Absolutely.
And let me ask you here, Jeff, what do you guys do? I know that we have a graph here to talk about as well. What do you guys do to actually control the air emissions and all?
Well, we are in the middle of a huge construction project at Plant Scherer and really around the company at all of our larger coal plants. We are installing almost $3 billion worth of environmental controls.
Okay, and tell me what we're looking at here.
This actually shows the decrease that we'll see in air emissions. You look at sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and mercury. Once we have these controls in place, we will see at least a 75% reduction in all of those.
Wow, and it looks like by 2015 there, all three of those are really on the decrease like you were saying.
Right, because right now we're beginning construction of these controls. We'll be bringing them online over the next several years so that by 2015 you will really see a dramatic decrease in emissions.
Now that's the big thing going on at Plant Scherer, these upgrades, but you also are doing some other things as a company to be more efficient, well, as for energy purposes. What are you guys doing?
Well, you know, around the state, at all of our locations, we've taken on several initiatives. A lot of our trucks are burning biodiesel now at locations around the state. So, you know, we're conserving emissions not just at our power plants, but in our vehicles as well.
Right. We also have to say you also have some ways for customers to save some money.
Well, it's especially the last week we've had with all the heat.
Oh,
so
my goodness, I hear you.
Everybody wants to save money on their power bill. And just a couple things that customers may not think of. If you keep your thermostat set at 78 degrees, I know that may be a little warm for some people, but if you keep it at 78, for every degree below 78, you actually use about 3% more energy. So that's why we suggest leaving it at about 78. And if you use ceiling fans, that can actually cool your room about 6 degrees.
Really?
So supplementing with fans is a big help.
All right, I really like that tip here. I know that I'm a little more frugal, Jeff, when it comes to my spending here, so I usually set the AC at about 85.
You do not.
I do 85 degrees or so, so hopefully I'm kind of saving a fortune there as well.
Wow,
so.
That's the weatherman talking there. And also you have some recycling efforts as a company that you've been putting in place too, right?
Well, we also, you know, we recycle plastic, scrap metal. That's a lot of our business. You know, we're into transformers and those kind of things. So we're constantly recycling paper, you know, just to save money and to help the environment as well.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how these upgrades kind of take place over time then. We appreciate you coming on, Jeff.